Hi everyone, it's Emily here from Phoenix Gateway, and I'm here to do a general weekly read for the dates of the 13th to the 19th of December. I am going to be reading from my Sacred Geometry Healing Card deck, which are available on my website and stockists worldwide. I'm pretty excited actually because in not too long, they are actually going to be going through another reprint. So that was really exciting to find out through my publishers as well. The other thing that you can look at purchasing from my website, I create a beautiful range of water frequencies. Okay, they are an elixir which have been created to ingest, and you can use them in all different ways. There is a PDF you can download from the homepage of my website, and these are beautiful because they have been created to help on all levels of healing, balancing, and integrating, into your everyday life on all levels of your mind, body, and spirit. So I always like to use one as well before I begin a reading, and I use them every day anyway, but what's really, really interesting is manifest keeps coming up for me. And just to let you know what manifest, or the affirmation I have on the bottle is: my intention, positive thoughts, actions and faith in the divine manifest my dreams and desires. Okay, but remembering that when we manifest, it's about how we it's our thought processes, it's our intention of what we want to put out there, and our belief system. And belief system is really, really important because it allows us to manifest what we choose, what we desire into the physical reality. Okay, so I'm just going to put those over to the side, and I'm going to get my cards out. I haven't even done that yet. Usually I already had them out. So the reading is for the 13th to the 19th of December. There is a full moon in Gemini at the end of this week on the 18th or 19th, depending on where you live in this world. So let's see what comes up for us. I've had just in terms of my own thoughts, of what this week really is about. What I'm finding is I have probably sort of tipped my scales and a little bit out of balance, and I've put a lot of, probably too much energy into what is going on externally in this world, things that I'm reading, and what it does is it does start to create a different emotion. And remember, emotion is energy in flow. So what I've realized is the importance of, needing to introspect, needing to go within. So not so much on the external, but to go within the internal. Okay. It's about our belief systems. It's about our intuition. It's about recalibrating, rebalancing yourself on all levels. And it's so, so important to do this, so that we can function properly every single day. And we are being tested on so many levels. And I think, what's so important there as well is that you stay strong in your belief systems. We can't allow everything we read or everything we see to alter our perspective or our gut feel. This is why it's so important that we do follow our intuition, because when we do, we're actually working at that higher level, that higher frequency. Okay. All right. And this follows on from what I've just said, because this is the star card. It's the wish card. So it's two things. It's about what we're here to manifest, our dreams, our desires. It's about staying clear and focused. but it's also on that level of don't stop believing in what you get. You know, your intuition is really, really important, your belief system. And this is why we need to tap back into that internal aspect of self rather than just go by the external, because it can actually alter our thoughts and our feelings. And you will find that, you know, the more aware you are of this, the more you will start to pull yourself back, because you'll stop yourself from doing what you're doing. But as I said, it's really important to keep focused and have that clarity of what it is that you're here to create. Because at the end of the day, it is about our foundations. It's about what we are here to manifest, what we're here to build on and to strengthen on every single level. And it's so important that we nurture and create it from the ground up, okay? And it's interesting, they've both come down. This is very much that physical reality, that physical aspect, because sometimes, and this is interesting, it's, you know, something that I've spoken to about it with a couple of friends the past week, that sometimes what we see is a lot of smoke and mirrors. It's actually not real, but because of the programming that is underlying it, excuse me, it gives that aspect of realities, though we can actually create that reality because we're going along with some form of programming, even if it's not quite true. And I think a lot of you will know what I'm talking about here as well. This is why it's so important that we go in, we introspect, we keep to our belief systems to create these foundations that we're here to build for our future and the future generations of our children and our children's children. Okay, let's pull a few more cards for the week the 13th to the 19th, please and thank you. 13th to the 19th. Might have to pull them out if they don't fall out. Okay. Interesting. All the platonic solids. And, you know, it's what's also interesting if you were looking at it in terms of creation story. Within creation story, this is the 5 platonics are birthed, and we see this when we start looking into creation. And we start, you know, we're starting at the base, so we're starting from the bottom up. But the icosahedron, this is like our base, and here is our sacral, okay? So we're going up in chakras. But the icosahedron, this particular one, how I've done it is all again about nurturing and creating. It's that feminine aspect of self. And I think at some level, the feminine aspect is trying to be squashed, to be dissolved, to make it, but really, you know, and there's all this masculine energy. You know, we need to come back to the feminine aspect of self, because the feminine allows us to help with the nurturing of ourself and that creativity of what we're here to bring through as well. It's our birthing center. So not only is it the birthing of the physical, it's also the birthing of an idea, a concept, a business. It could be anything, okay? Again, introspect, go within, see the belief system, look at where you're at. What is it that you're here to create? Sorry, I'm just keep looking at this bird. It's flying around my window. I've got windows there to my left. Okay. Excuse me. 2 more cards, please, and thank you. All right. One of my favorite cards of this deck is Love Frequency. Okay. The love frequency, it's all about the ability for us to love ourselves first and foremost. But it's also our connection to a soulmate, our connection to others, our very special connections. And this is the time that we really need to revisit. We're always revisiting these aspects, but it's coming through for this week. So it's something that is at the forefront, and it's really important to, it may be that you're here to, you're looking for your soulmate, your partner. It may be on a personal level, it could be on a business level, it could just be a relationship with your family and your friends. But when we're looking at, before we can start looking at relationships with other people, we first have to look at how we see ourselves. How do you love yourself? How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself in a positive light? Or are you continually putting yourself down? So it's really, really important to see that mirror. And as I said before, it's also sometimes what's interesting as well. Just saying before, I was talking about, sometimes we see smoke and mirrors in life, and it's not really our reality. And this could also be in terms of this mirror as well. Is there smoke and mirrors? Are you playing tricks on yourself? Or is there something going on within a relationship that you're in that you need to look at as well? I'm just going to pull one more card. And I have, okay, excuse me, I've dropped it. As I said right from the beginning, it really is all about balance, okay? It is about balance. This is all about rebalancing our energy, our frequency, our vibration, okay? This is the ancient sound frequencies. It's the ancient knowledge and wisdom that already is innate within us. It is what we can access. And what is really beautiful to help you on your recalibrating is to work also with the solfeggio frequencies, okay? So, excuse me, I highly recommend the solfeggio frequencies. I've actually created them as well as an elixir, so you can ingest them, but you can go onto YouTube and you can find all of the frequencies there. They can either come as tones, or you can listen to them as pieces of music as well. Okay, so really, really important that we are aware of how we're feeling as we introspect and we look at our belief systems, we look at how balanced we are, what balancing do we need to do for ourselves to recalibrate. Are we honoring ourselves? Are we loving ourselves? Are we nurturing ourselves? Because as we love and nurture every aspect of who we are, what we can create for our futures, for our now, is phenomenal, because the world really is your oyster. And just to add to the bottom of the deck, one more platonic solid. We now have the tetrahedron. Okay, this is at our sacral, and this is all about taking action. Okay, it's about now standing in your power. It is about standing your ground. Don't give up on your belief systems. Don't give up on your passion. Don't give up on what it is that you are here to manifest and create for your life. Sometimes we need to drown out what's going on the external and concentrate on us, okay? And we can do that also by recalibrating, working with beautiful frequencies such as the solfeggio frequencies. These are really lovely cards. Have a wonderful week wherever you are. And I look forward to speaking with you soon. Okay, bye for now.